Welcome to Sleep to Science. Tonight we're diving into the remarkable stories written across that dark canvas above our heads. What appears as scattered starlight actually represents humanity's oldest international agreement, one that's lasted longer than any earthly government. Those modest points of light, they're organized into 88 official star kingdoms that divide the entire visible universe. Ancient Greek legends share cosmic territory with Chinese dragons. Roman myths coexist peacefully with Arabic navigation guides. How did every culture on Earth agree to honor the same celestial boundaries? The night sky operates under a diplomatic treaty so successful it's governed the heavens unchanged for nearly a century. We'll explore how winter's brightest hunters command stellar empires spanning impossible distances. You'll discover why some constellation kingdoms receive royal treatment while others barely get noticed. And we'll trace the cosmic architecture that transforms random starlight into humanity's most enduring navigation system. So settle in. Before we begin, leave a quick note in the comments, where you're listening from, or one thought you're carrying tonight. I read them, and they genuinely help shape future journeys. If you'd like more nights like this, subscribe. Only if you enjoy these late-night journeys. Now let's begin. Different civilizations staked overlapping claims to the same celestial real estate for thousands of years. Ancient Greeks saw a mighty hunter where Romans spotted a completely different hero. Chinese astronomers divided the heavens into 284 separate star groups. Arabic scholars maintained their own stellar territories with entirely different borders. Pure cosmic chaos. Then something extraordinary happened in 1930. Astronomers accomplished what no earthly empire had ever achieved. They divided the entire visible universe into precisely mapped territories. The International Astronomical Union gathered and made a declaration that would govern the heavens forever. Every single star would belong to exactly 88 constellations. Not 87, not 89, precisely 88 stellar kingdoms. This wasn't just academic bookkeeping. Scientists used celestial coordinates to draw invisible boundary lines between each constellation. Mathematical precision down to the second of arc. Every star received a cosmic postal code that would never change. Ursa Major doesn't just contain the Big Dipper's 7 bright stars. It officially governs 1,280 square degrees of sky territory. The agreement created permanent cosmic real estate. While earthly borders shift through wars and political upheaval, these 88 stellar territories have remained unchanged for nearly a century. From Arctic research stations to equatorial observatories, every astronomer worldwide navigates by the same star map. Ancient Greek myths now coexist peacefully with Roman legends and Chinese folklore. We transformed celestial chaos into organized wonder. The night sky operates under humanity's most successful international treaty. The night sky operates under its 88-kingdom system with zero regard for fairness. Citizens receiving vastly different rights based purely on their geographic location. That's exactly how stellar politics work. Northern Hemisphere observers get access to just 28 stellar territories. These aren't distributed fairly across the cosmic political landscape. Mighty Ursa Major sprawls across territory equivalent to 25 full moons lined up side by side. Meanwhile, tiny Sagitta the Arrow occupies space smaller than 2 full moons. That's a size difference of 16 to 1 between stellar neighbors, like Texas and Rhode Island sharing a border in space. Southern Hemisphere stargazers actually get a better deal. They enjoy access to 48 constellations, including both the largest and smallest stellar kingdoms in the entire night sky. Massive Hydra, the sea serpent, stretches across more territory than all zodiacal constellations combined. At the opposite extreme sits Crux, the Southern Cross, the teeniest constellation in the heavens. Yet this cosmic underdog contains some of the most spectacular stars visible from Earth. Consider the zodiacal constellations that mark the sun's annual pathway. Even here, democracy fails spectacularly. The sun spends 45 leisurely days traveling through vast Virgo's territory, but races through tiny Scorpius in just 6 days. That's taxation without representation on a cosmic scale. Your birthplace determines your stellar citizenship rights. Observers near the equator can witness all 88 stellar territories throughout the year. They're cosmic citizens with complete celestial access. Arctic and Antarctic viewers see only about 60 constellations due to their extreme latitudes. The night sky operates as a celestial aristocracy where your latitude determines which stellar kingdoms you're allowed to visit. What happens when you examine the night sky's property values? The largest stellar territories often contain the most disappointing star collections. Meanwhile, tiny cosmic neighborhoods pack the brightest celestial jewels into impossibly small spaces. It's like discovering that Manhattan's priciest real estate sits empty while abandoned lots contain hidden treasures. Hydra, the sea serpent, claims the title as the night sky's largest landowner. This stellar giant sprawls across 1,303 square degrees of cosmic territory. That's larger than all 12 zodiacal constellations combined. You'd expect such massive real estate to contain spectacular celestial landmarks. Instead, Hydra hides mostly dim stars barely visible without a telescope. At the opposite extreme sits Crux, the Southern Cross. This tiny constellation occupies just 68 square degrees of sky. That's 19 times smaller than massive Hydra, yet compact Crux packs 4 brilliant stars into its modest domain. These stellar gems shine so brightly they're visible even from light-polluted cities. The night sky's smallest territory contains some of its most spectacular stellar real estate. This size versus brightness paradox creates fascinating viewing inequalities across the celestial sphere. Enormous constellations like Cetus the Whale stretch across vast areas of sky real estate. But their stars shine so faintly that most casual observers never notice these cosmic giants. They occupy premium celestial territory while remaining essentially invisible to the naked eye. Meanwhile, compact constellations command immediate attention despite their modest territorial claims. They prove that stellar real estate value has absolutely nothing to do with territory size. Sometimes the smallest packages contain the biggest surprises. Step outside on a clear night and count the brightest stars visible to your naked eye. Those brilliant points of light blazing across the darkness belong to astronomy's most exclusive club. Only 21 stars in the entire night sky earn first magnitude status. That's out of roughly 9,000 stars visible to the human eye under perfect conditions. We're talking about the top 0.2% of stellar performers. These cosmic celebrities don't distribute themselves evenly across the 88 stellar kingdoms. Some constellations boast first magnitude residents, making them the astronomical equivalent of Beverly Hills. Orion the Hunter contains 2 first magnitude superstars. Red giant Betelgeuse marks his shoulder, and blue supergiant Rigel sits at his foot. Winter's most famous constellation essentially won the cosmic lottery twice in the same star pattern. Other stellar territories struck it rich with single first-magnitude residents that define their entire identity. Lyra the Harp contains brilliant Vega, the northern sky's most prominent summer star. Leo the Lion features golden Regulus, marking the beast's heart. These constellations built their entire reputation around one stellar superstar that outshines all their fainter neighbors combined. Most constellations received no first-magnitude stars whatsoever. They're forced to make do with second- and third-magnitude performers that struggle for attention in the cosmic spotlight. Pisces the Fishes contains no stars brighter than fourth magnitude. This zodiacal constellation remains so dim that city dwellers rarely spot it without star charts. The first magnitude club operates across tremendous distance ranges. Nearby Sirius blazes as the brightest star in our night sky from just 8.6 light-years away. Meanwhile, distant Rigel pumps out so much energy that it remains first magnitude despite sitting 80-60 light-years from Earth. If Rigel occupied Sirius's nearby location, it would outshine Venus and cast shadows on the ground. Those beautiful star arrangements that we see as flat pictures actually exist in three-dimensional space across mind-boggling distance ranges. Stars that appear to sit right next to each other in the same constellation can be separated by hundreds of light years. We're seeing cosmic coincidences created purely by our viewing angle from Earth. Consider the Big Dipper's 7 familiar stars. They appear to form a perfect cosmic ladle when viewed from our solar system. But these stellar neighbors actually occupy vastly different distances from Earth. Nearby Megrez sits just 81 light-years away. Meanwhile, distant Dub lurks 124 light-years from our planet. That's a depth difference of 43 light-years between stars that seem to touch each other in the sky. Our closest stellar neighbor lies in Centaurus the Centaur. Proxima Centauri sits just 4.24 light-years from Earth. You could reach this tiny red dwarf in about 70,000 years using our fastest current spacecraft. At the opposite extreme, some constellation stars shine from distances exceeding 2,000 light-years. Light from these distant stellar furnaces began its journey toward Earth during the height of the Roman Empire. This creates an extraordinary time travel effect in every constellation pattern. When you look up at any star group, you're seeing different stars from different centuries. Nearby stars show you their current appearance from just a few years ago. Distant stars reveal how they looked decades or even centuries in the past. Every constellation represents a complex mixture of cosmic past and present frozen in a single moment. Perspective provides the ultimate cosmic magic trick. If you could travel to a different star system and look back toward Earth's region of the galaxy, our familiar constellation patterns would disappear. The Big Dipper would scatter into random points. Orion's belt would break apart. Earth occupies the one cosmic seat where these stellar arrangements create meaningful patterns. Winter nights reveal the sky's most magnificent stellar architecture. Orion the Hunter dominates the evening darkness with a body so enormous it challenges human comprehension. This celestial giant doesn't just appear large from our earthly perspective. He actually occupies a massive volume of three-dimensional space. From shoulder to foot, Orion's body spans roughly 700 light-years of actual distance. That's not an optical illusion created by our viewing angle. These stars really do occupy that much physical space across the galaxy. Light racing at 186,000 miles per second would take 7 centuries. That is just to travel from red giant Betelgeuse down to brilliant blue Rigel. Betelgeuse sits approximately 60-50 light-years from Earth. Meanwhile, Rigel lurks farther away at around 80-60 light-years. Wait, that doesn't make mathematical sense. How can the farther star appear at Orion's foot while the nearer star marks his shoulder? Because stellar distances don't follow the visual patterns we see projected on the sky. Our cosmic hunter represents a three-dimensional sculpture that only makes sense from Earth's specific viewing location. These brilliant stars scattered across hundreds of light-years accidentally align to create a perfect human silhouette. Move to any other star system in the galaxy, and Orion's majestic form would completely disintegrate into random points of light. Betelgeuse and Rigel represent just the celebrity highlights of this stellar metropolis. Orion's complete star catalog contains over 200 individual stellar residents spread across this 700 light-year cosmic neighborhood. Some shine as blazing blue supergiants, consuming their nuclear fuel at terrifying rates. The Hunter's Belt deserves special mention as one of astronomy's most famous stellar landmarks. Those 3 perfectly aligned stars appear to march in formation across the winter sky. Yet even these seemingly coordinated stars exist at vastly different distances. Alnilam blazes from 2,000 light-years away, while nearby Mintaka sits just 900 light-years from Earth. 3 stars that look like they're holding hands actually occupy a depth range of over 1,000 light-years. Greek mythology rarely produces characters as gloriously arrogant as Orion the Hunter. This legendary figure possessed hunting skills so extraordinary they bordered on the supernatural. He could track any creature across any terrain. His strength exceeded that of normal mortals. His confidence, absolutely unlimited. Unfortunately, that cosmic ego would eventually write his stellar obituary in the most dramatic way possible. Orion made a fatal mistake that every overconfident person should study carefully. He bragged to anyone who would listen that he could hunt and kill every single animal on Earth. Not most animals, not the dangerous ones, every single animal. This boast would prove to be history's most expensive case of running your mouth at the wrong cosmic audience. The Earth goddess Gaia heard this ultimate hunting threat and decided to provide Orion with a reality check he'd never forget. She sent a tiny scorpion to teach the mighty hunter some humility. Not a massive bear or fierce lion that might match his legendary strength. A small arachnid that most people could step on without breaking stride. That modest scorpion succeeded where no earthly beast had ever triumphed. Its venomous sting dropped the universe's greatest hunter faster than he could draw his next breath. Orion's supernatural hunting skills proved completely useless against a creature barely larger than his thumb. The mighty hunter learned the ultimate lesson about cosmic hubris just moments too late. The gods decided this story deserved permanent commemoration in the night sky. They placed both Orion and Scorpius among the stars as eternal cosmic theater. But here's the brilliant divine twist. They positioned these constellations on exactly opposite sides of the celestial sphere. When Orion rises in the east during winter months, Scorpius remains hidden below the western horizon. During summer, Scorpius climbs high overhead while Orion stays safely out of sight. Even in death, the mighty hunter continues running from that tiny scorpion. Every great hunter deserves loyal companions. Orion commands the night sky's most faithful pack of stellar hunting dogs that follow their master across the winter darkness. These cosmic canines shine with brilliant stars that outclass most other constellations in the entire celestial sphere. Together, they create the most spectacular hunting party ever assembled in the night sky. Canis Major, the big dog, contains Sirius, the brightest star visible from Earth. This stellar powerhouse blazes with such intensity that ancient cultures called it the dog star and built entire calendars around its rising and setting. Sirius outshines every other star we can see with the naked eye. It's the undisputed alpha member of Orion's hunting pack. But here's what makes Sirius truly remarkable beyond its brilliant appearance. This cosmic spotlight sits just 8.6 light-years from Earth, making it one of our closest stellar neighbors. That proximity explains its spectacular brightness in our sky. Sirius isn't necessarily the most powerful star in the galaxy. It's just close enough to put on an incredible light show for earthly observers. Meanwhile, Canis Minor, the little dog, contributes Procyon to this stellar hunting expedition. This bright yellow star ranks as the 8th brightest star in our entire night sky. Procyon sits about 11.5 light-years from Earth, placing it in our immediate cosmic neighborhood alongside Sirius. These two brilliant dog stars flank Orion on either side like faithful canine bodyguards protecting their hunter master. Ancient cultures worldwide recognized these stellar dogs independently. Egyptian astronomers tracked Sirius so carefully they could predict the annual flooding of the Nile River based on its rising. Polynesian navigators used these bright stars to cross vast ocean distances between remote islands. These cosmic canines represent more than just bright stars accompanying a famous constellation. They're stellar landmarks that have guided human navigation, agriculture, and mythology for thousands of years. The winter sky stages one of mythology's most dramatic confrontations every clear evening. Orion the hunter faces off against Taurus the bull in an eternal cosmic standoff. It plays out across millions of cubic light-years of space. But this isn't just any ordinary bull. This celestial beast guards some of the night sky's most spectacular treasures. Taurus features Aldebaran, a brilliant orange star that marks the bull's angry red eye as it glares directly at approaching Orion. This stellar giant burns with the fury of a beast protecting its territory from unwanted hunters. Aldebaran blazes as a first-magnitude star that commands immediate attention in the winter sky. Its fierce orange glow suggests a cosmic creature definitely not interested in peaceful negotiations. But the real treasures of Taurus lie scattered behind the bull's threatening presence. The Pleiadian star cluster represents one of the most beautiful cosmic collections visible to the naked eye. This stellar jewelry box contains over 1,000 young, hot blue stars packed into a region just 13 light-years across. These cosmic diamonds sparkle like celestial gems that any hunter would covet for his trophy collection. Ancient observers could easily spot 6 or 7 individual stars in the Pleiades cluster without any optical aid. Modern telescopes reveal the full magnitude of this stellar treasure trove. Hot young stars illuminate surrounding clouds of cosmic dust, creating one of astronomy's most photographed deep sky objects. The entire cluster shines like a cosmic Christmas ornament suspended in the winter sky. What makes this celestial confrontation even more intriguing are the actual distances involved. Orion's stars scatter across hundreds of light-years of three-dimensional space. Taurus occupies a completely different region of the galaxy at vastly different distances from Earth. Aldebaran sits about 65 light-years away, while the Pleiades cluster lies approximately 440 light-years from our solar system. Yet from our earthly perspective, these stellar actors align perfectly to create an eternal hunting scene. Hidden just below Orion's famous belt lies one of the universe's most incredible star-making factories. What appears as a faint fuzzy patch to the naked eye actually represents the cosmic equivalent of a massive maternity ward. Hundreds of new stars are born here every million years. The Orion Nebula churns out stellar babies at a rate that would impress any cosmic production manager. This stellar nursery spans about 24 light-years across. That is larger than the distance between our Sun and several of its closest stellar neighbors. But size isn't what makes this nebula truly extraordinary. It's the sheer volume of stellar construction happening within this cosmic workshop. Gas and dust collapse under gravity's relentless pull, triggering nuclear fusion in newly formed stellar cores. The nebula glows with the combined light of over 2,000 young stars. They ignited their nuclear furnaces within the past few million years. These stellar newborns shine with the intense blue-white light characteristic of hot, massive stars. Their radiation energizes the surrounding gas clouds, creating the ghostly green and red glow that makes the nebula visible across interstellar distances. Astronomers estimate this stellar factory produces roughly 10 new stars every 100,000 years. That might seem like a modest production rate until you consider the timescales involved. Over the past 10 million years, the Orion Nebula has manufactured approximately 1,000 stellar residents. These cosmic babies now illuminate the entire nebula region like a massive stellar chandelier suspended in space. But here's the remarkable part about stellar birth in the Orion Nebula. These aren't just random stars forming in isolation. They're creating entire stellar communities bound together by gravity. Many of these newborn stars will spend their entire lives as gravitational partners, orbiting each other in binary systems. Others will eventually escape their birthplace to wander the galaxy as single stars like our own Sun. The nebula serves as a cosmic laboratory where astronomers study star formation in real time. Advanced telescopes peer through the glowing gas to observe stellar nurseries in various stages of development. Some regions show gas clouds just beginning to collapse. Others reveal baby stars still surrounded by the dusty disks where planets might eventually form. Every winter night, Orion the Hunter stands guard over this incredible star-making facility operating just below his belt. Zeus possessed an unfortunate habit of falling for beautiful mortal women despite being married to extremely jealous Hera. When Zeus spotted the lovely nymph Callisto during one of his earthly visits, he knew his marriage was about to get significantly more complicated. Unfortunately, Zeus never learned to control his wandering eye. Zeus and Callisto conducted their secret affair with all the discretion of a cosmic disaster waiting to happen. They thought they were being careful. They assumed Hera wouldn't discover their romantic meetings in the forest. They were spectacularly wrong. Hera possessed detective skills that would impress modern surveillance agencies. She always found out about Zeus's infidelities. When Hera discovered this latest betrayal, she decided that subtle revenge wasn't nearly dramatic enough. Instead of simply banishing Callisto or turning her into a tree, Hera chose cosmic humiliation. She transformed the beautiful nymph into a massive bear. Callisto would spend the rest of her existence covered in thick fur, walking on 4 legs, and communicating only through growls. This punishment proved particularly cruel because Callisto retained her human consciousness trapped inside a bear's body. She remembered her former beauty, her divine romance, and her human life. But she could never communicate these memories to anyone. She became a thinking, feeling person locked inside an animal form that everyone feared and avoided. The transformation created unexpected consequences that even Hera hadn't anticipated. Callisto gave birth to a son named Arcas shortly before her metamorphosis. The child grew up believing his mother had simply disappeared. He became a skilled hunter who specialized in tracking and killing dangerous bears. The cosmic irony was building toward a tragedy that would horrify even the gods. Years later, adult Arcas encountered a large bear during a hunting expedition. The bear was actually his transformed mother desperately trying to reunite with her lost son. But Arcas had no way to recognize Callisto in her bear form. He drew his bow and prepared to kill what he assumed was just another dangerous forest creature. Zeus realized this family tragedy was about to become permanently devastating. At the last possible moment, Zeus intervened to prevent the ultimate mythological disaster. He grabbed both Callisto and Arcas and hurled them into the night sky, where they became the Great Bear and Little Bear Constellations. Mother and son achieved their eternal reunion among the stars. But Hera ensured this wasn't a completely happy ending. She convinced Poseidon to never let these constellations set below the horizon, dooming them to circle the North Celestial Pole forever without rest. The aftermath of Zeus's cosmic intervention created the most unusual family therapy arrangement in astronomical history. Callisto became Ursa Major, the Great Bear, while her son Arcas transformed into Ursa Minor, the Little Bear. These celestial parents and children now occupy adjacent territories in the northern sky. They circle the cosmic pole in an eternal family reunion that never quite resolves their earthly trauma. But their stellar relationship reflects the complexity of their mythological baggage. Ursa Major dominates the northern sky as the third largest constellation, commanding 1,280 square degrees of cosmic real estate. This massive stellar territory reflects Callisto's status as the primary victim in this divine love triangle. She received the most prominent celestial real estate as cosmic compensation for her supernatural suffering. Meanwhile, Ursa Minor occupies much smaller territory consisting of just 256 square degrees of sky space. Arcas received a more modest stellar kingdom that reflects his secondary role in this mythological drama. Yet his constellation contains the most important navigational star in the entire northern hemisphere. Polaris, the current North Star, marks the tip of the Little Bear's tail and serves as humanity's most reliable celestial compass. This creates a fascinating family dynamic written across the night sky. The mother constellation sprawls across vast celestial territory, but contains no particularly special navigational stars. The Sun constellation occupies much smaller space, yet holds the cosmic beacon that guides all northern hemisphere navigation. Their stellar relationship mirrors many earthly families where children end up with responsibilities their parents never possessed. Ancient cultures worldwide recognize this bear family independently of Greek mythology. Native American traditions tell similar stories of cosmic bears being pursued by hunters across the sky. Hindu astronomers called these star patterns the Seven Sages and their cosmic wagon. Chinese stargazers identified them as the Northern Dipper and the Purple Forbidden Enclosure. The Bear's eternal circuit around the North Celestial Pole creates one of astronomy's most reliable demonstrations of Earth's rotation. Throughout any given night, these constellations appear to rotate counterclockwise around Polaris like cosmic clock hands marking celestial time. Ancient astronomers used their predictable motion to track both daily hours and seasonal changes across the entire year. Every clear spring evening reveals one of the night sky's most deceptive stellar arrangements. The Big Dipper's 7 stars appear to march in perfect formation across the northern sky like a cosmic military parade. These stellar soldiers seem perfectly coordinated from our earthly perspective. But astronomical measurements reveal a surprising truth about this famous star pattern. 6 of the Big Dipper's 7 stars actually do live in the same cosmic neighborhood. Merak Phecta, Megrez, Alioth, Mizar, and Alkaid all sit roughly 81 light-years from Earth. These stars formed in the same region of space and continue traveling through the galaxy as gravitational companions. They represent a genuine stellar family that's been together for millions of years. Then there's Dub, the cosmic outsider who ruins the Big Dipper's perfect family portrait. This stellar rebel sits 124 light-years from Earth, making it 43 light-years more distant than its apparent companions. That's like having one family member living in a completely different city while pretending to attend the same dinner party every night. Dub maintains the illusion of belonging to this stellar group purely through the accident of our viewing angle from Earth. This distance difference creates fascinating implications for stellar motion over cosmic time. The 6 nearby Dipper stars move through space as a coordinated group, maintaining their relative positions across millions of years. But Dub travels along a completely different galactic trajectory. Eventually, this stellar outsider will drift away from the Dipper pattern, breaking the illusion that has fooled earthly observers for thousands of years. Astronomers can actually track these stellar motions forward and backward through time using precise measurements of star positions and velocities. About 50,000 years ago, the Big Dipper looked noticeably different because these stars occupied slightly different relative positions. In another 50,000 years, stellar motion will transform the familiar Dipper shape into something completely unrecognizable. Ancient cultures had no way to measure these vast stellar distances. They assumed all 7 stars belonged to the same cosmic family based purely on their apparent arrangement in the sky. The Big Dipper demonstrates one of astronomy's most important lessons about stellar distances and perspective. Hidden within the Big Dipper's handle lies one of astronomy's most impressive cosmic dance partnerships. What appears as a single star called Mizar actually consists of 2 stellar partners locked in gravitational embrace. They orbit each other across a distance of about 1,000 astronomical units. These cosmic dancers perform the universe's ultimate slow waltz. They complete one full orbit over thousands of years. But wait, the plot thickens considerably. Near Mizar sits another star called Altair that ancient astronomers used as a vision test for eagle-eyed observers. If you could spot both Mizar and Altair as separate stars with your naked eye, you possessed exceptionally sharp vision. These two stars appear so close together that most people see them as one slightly fuzzy star without optical aid. Modern telescopes revealed that Altair isn't just Mizar's nearby neighbor. It's actually part of an even more complex stellar family system. Advanced astronomical instruments discovered that Altair itself consists of two stars orbiting each other. Meanwhile, each component of the Mizar binary system also turned out to be double stars. What looked like one star to ancient observers actually contains 6 individual stellar residents, all gravitationally bound in a cosmic community. This creates the stellar equivalent of a cosmic apartment complex where multiple families share the same address. The Mizar-Altair system contains 3 separate binary star pairs all orbiting around their common center of gravity. Each binary pair maintains its own private orbital dance while participating in the larger stellar community waltz. The orbital period for the main Mizar pair puts their cosmic dance in proper temporal perspective. These stellar partners began their current orbital lap around the time early human ancestors first started using stone tools in Africa. They will not complete this waltz until long after current human civilization becomes ancient history. Ancient Arab astronomers nicknamed this star pair the horse and rider. They imagined the fainter star was a rider on the brighter stellar horse. Native American traditions told stories about these stellar companions that emphasized their eternal partnership across the sky. The Mizar-Altair system serves as a perfect laboratory for studying gravitational physics across cosmic distances. These stars demonstrate how gravity maintains stable orbital relationships over vast distances and long time scales. Their eternal dance proves that gravitational partnerships can persist across time scales that make human relationships seem like brief cosmic conversations. Every lost traveler throughout human history has eventually looked up at the night sky searching for cosmic guidance. The Big Dipper provides that navigation aid through the most reliable stellar GPS system ever designed. 2 stars in the Dipper's bowl create a perfect cosmic pointer that always aims directly at Polaris, the current North Star. This stellar navigation system has been operating with mechanical precision for thousands of years. Here's how this cosmic compass works with remarkable simplicity. Draw an imaginary line from Merak through Dub and extend it about 5 times the disk between these 2 stars. That line points directly to Polaris with accuracy that would impress modern satellite navigation systems. Ancient sailors, desert travelers, and wilderness explorers all relied on this celestial GPS to determine true north when earthly landmarks provided no guidance. But Polaris deserves recognition as more than just a convenient navigation beacon. This star sits less than 1 degree away from the North Celestial Pole. While all other stars appear to circle around the sky due to our planet's rotation, Polaris remains essentially stationary overhead. It serves as the cosmic anchor point around which the entire northern sky appears to revolve. The Merak Dub pointer system proves remarkably forgiving for navigation purposes. Even if your line drawing skills aren't perfectly accurate, you'll still end up pointing toward the general vicinity of true north. This built-in error tolerance made the system accessible to navigators with minimal astronomical training. Sailors could teach this stellar compass technique to crew members in just a few minutes of instruction. Ancient civilizations built entire navigation traditions around this stellar pointer system. Phoenician merchants used it to cross the Mediterranean Sea long before magnetic compasses existed. Polynesian navigators combined it with other stellar clues to cross thousands of miles of open ocean between remote Pacific islands. Viking explorers relied on it during their Atlantic crossings to reach Iceland, Greenland, and North America. The cosmic irony is that this navigation system will eventually become obsolete due to Earth's slow axial wobble. Our planet's rotational axis traces a slow circle across the sky over a 26,000-year period called precession. About 12,000 years ago, the bright star Vega served as the North Star. In roughly 12,000 years, Vega will reclaim that title when Earth's wobbling axis points toward it again. For now, though, the Big Dipper continues providing the most reliable celestial navigation aid available to Northern Hemisphere travelers. Every clear night, Merak and Dubba maintain their cosmic pointer duty. They guide lost wanderers toward true north with the same stellar precision that has served humanity for millennia. Some cosmic relationships prove more dependable than any earthly GPS satellite system. Summer evenings reveal the night sky's most heartbreaking love story written across impossible distances. High overhead shine two brilliant stars that ancient Chinese astronomers identified as separated lovers. They're cursed to maintain the ultimate long-distance relationship. Vega in Lyra, the harp blazes from 25 light-years away, while Altair in Aquila the eagle glows from 17 light-years distance. The actual separation between these stellar lovers measures approximately 16.5 light-years of empty space. That is the distance light itself would need 16.5 years to cross. Light races at 186,000 miles per second. If Vega could send a love letter to Altair at the speed of light, her message would take over 16 years to reach her beloved. Any reply would require another 16 years to travel back. Their cosmic correspondence operates on a 33-year delay that would test even the most patient relationship. But these aren't just any ordinary stars pining for each other across the cosmic void. Vega burns as a brilliant blue-white star roughly twice as massive as our Sun and 37 times more luminous. She's a stellar powerhouse that could provide enough energy to illuminate planets across multiple star systems. Meanwhile, Altair spins as a rapidly rotating yellow-white star that completes one full rotation every 9 hours compared to our Sun's leisurely 25-day spin cycle. These stellar personalities create fascinating contrasts in their cosmic love affair. Vega maintains steady, reliable energy output that astronomers use as a standard for measuring stellar brightness. She's the dependable partner in this relationship. Altair exhibits more dramatic behavior with his rapid rotation that actually flattens his stellar shape into an oblate sphere. He's the exciting, unpredictable partner who keeps the relationship interesting across interstellar distances. Ancient astronomers had no way to measure these vast stellar distances, yet they somehow intuited the cosmic separation between these celestial lovers. Chinese stargazers created elaborate mythologies explaining why these bright stars could never unite despite their obvious cosmic attraction. They transformed astronomical observation into romantic poetry that has survived for thousands of years. Chinese mythology crafts one of literature's most elaborate workplace harassment stories with cosmic consequences. The tale begins in the heavenly court where Jin, the talented weaver girl, spent her days creating beautiful celestial fabrics. She possessed supernatural textile skills that made her indispensable to the heavenly bureaucracy. Unfortunately, she also caught the romantic attention of Nilang, the humble coward who tended divine cattle in the celestial pastures. Their love story started innocently enough, with stolen glances across the heavenly workplace. Jun admired Nilang's gentle nature and dedication to his pastoral duties. Nilang was enchanted by Jin's artistic talents and kind personality. They began meeting secretly during their breaks from celestial duties, conducting the universe's most consequential office, Romance in Heavenly History. The relationship escalated when these divine employees decided to abandon their cosmic responsibilities entirely. They spent all their time together, neglecting their assigned duties in favor of romantic adventures. Jin stopped weaving the celestial fabrics needed to clothe the gods. Nilang ignored his divine cattle, letting them wander freely through the heavenly pastures. Their workplace negligence soon attracted unwanted attention from upper management. The Jade Emperor, ruler of the heavenly court, discovered this cosmic dereliction of duty and decided that divine employees needed a reality check. He couldn't simply fire them because their specialized skills were irreplaceable. Instead, he devised the ultimate cosmic punishment that would serve as a permanent warning to other heavenly workers about workplace romance. The Jade Emperor banished Jin to one side of the Milky Way while exiling Nilang to the opposite side. They could see each other across the galactic divide, but never meet except for one day each year. On the 7th day of the 7th lunar month, Magpies would form a cosmic bridge allowing the separated lovers to reunite briefly before returning to their eternal separation. This annual reunion became the Kixi Festival, Asia's original Valentine's Day celebration that predates Western romantic holidays by over a millennium. Modern couples still honor this cosmic love story during summer festivals where they pray for romantic happiness while gazing up at Vega and Altair across the Milky Way. The ultimate workplace romance warning became humanity's most enduring celebration of true love conquering impossible obstacles. Summer nights reveal the universe's most spectacular romantic obstacle course written in starlight across the sky. That cloudy band of light stretching from horizon to horizon isn't just cosmic decoration. It is the edge-on view of our entire galaxy. It creates a 100,000 light-year barrier between the separated stellar lovers Vega and Altair. Ancient Chinese storytellers somehow intuited that this glowing river represented an insurmountable cosmic divide. The Milky Way galaxy contains approximately 200 billion individual stars. Each one represents a potential navigation hazard for any cosmic journey between the separated lovers. That stellar traffic jam would challenge even the most determined romantic traveler. Imagine trying to cross a cosmic highway with 200 billion vehicles traveling at different speeds in random directions. But the Milky Way's romantic interference extends far beyond just stellar traffic problems. This galactic barrier spans 100,000 light-years from edge to edge. That makes it wider than the distance light could travel in 100,000 years of constant motion. Even if Vega and Altair could somehow communicate directly across the galaxy, their messages would require 100,000 years to cross this cosmic divide. That's a communication delay that would test the patience of any relationship. The galactic structure creates additional romantic complications through cosmic dust clouds that obscure visibility across vast regions. Dense molecular clouds scattered throughout the Milky Way would block direct sight lines between the stellar lovers for much of their hypothetical journey. They couldn't even maintain visual contact while attempting to cross this romantic obstacle course that spans the entire galaxy. Ancient Chinese astronomers observed this celestial barrier with remarkable astronomical insight despite lacking modern telescopes. They recognized that the Milky Way represented a cosmic river too vast and dangerous for earthly lovers to cross safely. Their methodological solution: having magpies form a temporary bridge once per year, demonstrated sophisticated understanding of the galactic scale involved in this stellar separation. Modern astronomy confirms the ancient storytellers' cosmic intuition. The Milky Way really does represent a nearly insurmountable barrier between Vega and Altair from any practical stellar travel perspective. These cosmic lovers face navigational challenges that dwarf any earthly long-distance relationship. They're separated by an entire galaxy's worth of stellar traffic, cosmic dust, and space-time itself. Look up during any clear summer evening and witness one of the universe's most impressive geometric achievements. 3 brilliant stars form what astronomers call the summer triangle. It is a nearly perfect stellar arrangement that dominates the northern sky from June through September. This cosmic triangle demonstrates geometric precision that would impress any celestial architect working across impossible distances. Vega and Altair serve as the triangle's closer vertices, representing our familiar star-crossed lovers separated by their romantic 16.5 light-year gap. But the summer triangle's third member creates a cosmic perspective that's almost incomprehensible. Deneb in Cygnus, the swan blazes from approximately 2,600 light-years away. That makes it roughly 100 times more distant than either Vega or Altair. This distance difference transforms the summer triangle into a truly three-dimensional cosmic sculpture that only appears flat from our specific earthly viewing angle. Deneb doesn't actually participate in the geometric relationship between Vega and Altair. It just happens to sit in the perfect galactic location to complete this stellar triangle when viewed from our solar system. The cosmic coincidence represents astronomical architecture on a scale that challenges human comprehension. Deneb deserves recognition as one of the galaxy's true stellar monsters despite its deceptively modest appearance in our night sky. This blue supergent star burns with such incredible intensity that it remains easily visible despite its enormous distance from Earth. If Deneb occupied the same cosmic neighborhood as Vega or Altair, it would blaze brighter than Venus and cast shadows on the ground during nighttime hours. The summer triangle's geometric perfection creates one of astronomy's most reliable seasonal landmarks for Northern Hemisphere observers. These 3 brilliant stars rise together in the eastern sky during spring evenings, climb overhead through summer nights, and set in the western sky as autumn progresses. Their coordinated motion provides a stellar calendar that ancient cultures used to track agricultural seasons and religious festivals. Ancient civilizations worldwide recognized this prominent stellar triangle independently. Greek astronomers incorporated all 3 stars into their constellation mythology. Chinese stargazers identified Deneb as part of the black tortoise of the north. Native American traditions told stories about these brilliant stars that emphasized their seasonal importance for hunting and harvest timing. Greek mythology produces countless stories about Zeus transforming into animals to pursue romantic interests. But his swan incarnation represents perhaps the most elaborate cosmic transportation scheme ever devised by divine imagination. When the king of gods spotted beautiful Leda, queen of Sparta, he faced a romantic logistics problem that required creative problem-solving. How do you approach a married queen without arousing suspicion from her husband, her guards, and your eternally jealous wife Hera? Zeus decided that subtlety was overrated and opted for one of mythology's most audacious romantic strategies. He transformed himself into a magnificent white swan and approached Leda while she bathed by a river. The queen found this beautiful bird so enchanting that she welcomed the swan's company without suspecting divine deception. Zeus's feathered disguise proved so effective that their encounter produced legendary consequences in both earthly and celestial history. Their union resulted in the birth of Helen of Troy, whose beauty would eventually launch 1,000 ships and trigger the most famous war in classical literature. But Zeus commemorated his successful romantic strategy by placing his swan transformation among the stars as Cygnus the Swan. This constellation flies permanently across the summer sky, eternally reenacting Zeus's most creative approach to divine romance. Cygnus creates one of the night sky's most recognizable star patterns, forming a perfect cross shape that ancient astronomers called the Northern Cross. The swan's outstretched wings span approximately 25 degrees of sky, making it one of the largest and most distinctive constellation patterns visible during summer months. Its central star Deneb marks the swan's tail as it flies along the Milky Way toward the stellar realm where Vega and Altair conduct their eternal romance. The constellation's cross-like shape created interesting cultural complications as Christianity spread throughout the Mediterranean world. Early Christian astronomers struggled with the pagan mythology associated with this prominent star pattern. Some attempted to reinterpret Cygnus as the cross of Calvary flying through the heavens. Others simply focused on its geometric beauty while ignoring its mythological origins. Ancient cultures worldwide developed independent stories about this distinctive stellar cross. Arab astronomers called it the flying eagle soaring along the celestial river. Chinese stargazers incorporated these stars into their black tortoise of the North constellation group. Native American traditions told stories about a great bird carrying souls across the Milky Way to their final resting place among the ancestors. Zeus's swan transformation proves that even divine beings sometimes need creative solutions for romantic challenges. His successful strategy earned permanent commemoration in one of the summer sky's most beautiful and recognizable constellation patterns. Every clear night from June through September, Cygnus the Swan continues its eternal flight across the galaxy, forever reenacting the god's most inventive romantic adventure. Princess Andromeda found herself in the ultimate no-win situation through absolutely no fault of her own. Her crime, being born to parents who possessed zero understanding of divine public relations. Her punishment, being chained to seaside rocks as monster bait while her family watched helplessly from the shoreline. Greek mythology rarely produces family dysfunction quite this spectacular. The tragedy began with Andromeda's mother Cassiopeia, queen of ancient Ethiopia. She suffered from terminal social media syndrome thousands of years before social media existed. Cassiopeia couldn't resist bragging that her daughter was more beautiful than all the sea nymphs combined. This maternal boasting might seem like harmless parental pride, but in Greek mythology, comparing mortals to divine beings always ends in cosmic disaster. The sea nymphs took this beauty comparison as a personal insult and immediately filed complaints with Poseidon, god of the oceans. These divine influencers possessed followers who could literally control the seas, and they demanded immediate satisfaction for this maternal slight. Poseidon decided that Cassiopeia's parenting skills needed dramatic correction through maximum public humiliation. The sea god dispatched Cetus, a massive sea monster, to terrorize the entire Ethiopian coast. It would stop only when the royal family offered compensation for their beauty bragging. This cosmic creature created oceanic chaos that devastated fishing, shipping, and coastal commerce. The entire kingdom faced economic ruin because one queen couldn't resist posting cosmic humble brags about her daughter's appearance. Desperate, King Cepheus consulted the oracle of Ammon, seeking divine guidance for ending this maritime nightmare. The oracle delivered the worst possible news with supernatural clarity. The only way to appease Poseidon's anger was to sacrifice Princess Andromeda to the sea monster. The innocent daughter would pay the ultimate price for her mother's social media disasters. Royal guards chained the terrified princess to seaside rocks. The incoming tide would deliver her to Cetus like cosmic room service. Andromeda faced the universe's most unfair death sentence while her parents watched from the cliff above. They finally understood the true cost of divine comparison shopping. Just when Andromeda's situation appeared hopeless, the autumn sky produced mythology's most spectacular rescue operation. Perseus was flying home on Pegasus the winged horse. Fresh from beheading the snake-haired Medusa, he spotted a beautiful princess chained to rocks. A massive sea monster was approaching through the waves. This cosmic hero faced a split-second decision that would determine whether ancient literature gained a tragic ending or an epic love story. Perseus possessed the ancient world's most impressive superhero toolkit for aquatic monster combat. Medusa's severed head remained active in his traveling bag, capable of turning any creature to stone with a single glance. His divine sandals allowed flight at supersonic speeds. His polished shield provided perfect reflection for safe Medusa head deployment. Plus, he commanded Pegasus, the only flying horse in Mediterranean mythology capable of aerial sea monster attacks. The rescue operation required precise timing and flawless execution. Perseus had to reach Andromeda before Cetus consumed her. But he also needed the sea monster close enough for effective stone gaze deployment. Too early, and Cetus might retreat to deeper waters. Too late, and the princess would become monster lunch before the rescue could begin. Perseus executed a perfect aerial assault that would impress modern military strategists. He approached from the sun's direction to maintain visual concealment until the final attack moment. When Cetus surfaced to claim its chained sacrifice, Perseus revealed Medusa's head with surgical precision. The massive sea creature transformed into stone instantly, creating the world's first underwater statue garden. But this rescue mission produced romantic complications that Perseus hadn't anticipated during his heroic planning. Andromeda fell deeply in love with her flying rescuer, and Perseus discovered that princess saving created powerful emotional bonds. Their rescue romance sparked so quickly that they decided to marry immediately rather than conduct a traditional courtship period. The wedding celebration created additional mythological drama when Phineus, Andromeda's original Phia, arrived with armed supporters demanding the return of his bride-to-be. This led to Perseus deploying Medusa's head again, turning the wedding crashers into stone statues. They served as permanent garden decorations for the royal palace. Queen Cassiopeia's beauty bragging created consequences that extended far beyond her daughter's near-death experience. The gods decided this maternal social media disaster deserved permanent cosmic punishment. It would serve as an eternal warning about the dangers of divine comparison posting. They devised a stellar sentence so uncomfortable it makes modern online shaming seem gentle by comparison. The divine court sentenced Cassiopeia to spend eternity strapped to a celestial chair, circling the North Pole of the sky in perpetual rotation. But here's the truly uncomfortable part. Her stellar throne was positioned upside down for half of each rotation cycle. Every night, observers in the northern hemisphere can watch Queen Cassiopeia hanging head downward across the sky like a cosmic public humiliation demonstration. This stellar punishment operates with mechanical precision that would impress any cosmic justice system. As Cassiopeia's W-shaped constellation rises in the northeast, she appears right side up in her celestial chair. But as Earth's rotation carries her overhead and toward the western horizon, she gradually inverts until she's hanging completely upside down before setting. The cosmic irony is perfect. The queen who couldn't stop bragging now spends half her time dangling helplessly with her crown falling off. Ancient astronomers recognized this circumpolar constellation as one of the most reliable stellar timekeepers in the northern sky. Cassiopeia never sets below the horizon for most northern hemisphere observers, making her eternal punishment visible every clear night throughout the year. Her stellar humiliation operates as a cosmic clock that tracks both daily hours and seasonal changes with uncomfortable consistency. The constellation's distinctive W shape makes it easily recognizable even for beginning stargazers. Those 5 bright stars form what looks like a cosmic chair back, or the letter M, depending on the viewing angle and time of night. During autumn evenings, Cassiopeia climbs high overhead in her right side up position. By dawn, she hangs inverted near the northern horizon like a divine reminder of social media consequences. Different cultures interpreted this prominent star pattern through their own mythological frameworks, but many recognized the theme of cosmic punishment for excessive pride. Arab astronomers called it the seated woman, while acknowledging its connection to divine justice themes. Chinese stargazers incorporated these stars into their purple forbidden enclosure constellation group associated with imperial authority and its potential downfall. Pegasus the winged horse emerged from circumstances so bizarre they challenge even mythological credibility standards. This cosmic aviation pioneer didn't arrive through normal equine reproduction processes. Instead, he sprang fully formed from the blood of the recently decapitated Medusa. This created history's most unusual obstetric emergency involving severed monster heads and spontaneous flight capability. When Perseus successfully beheaded the snake-haired Gorgon Medusa, her spilled blood didn't simply soak into the ground like normal monster gore. Instead, it possessed supernatural properties that triggered immediate biological miracles upon contact with earth and seawater. Everywhere Medusa's blood touched the ground, extraordinary creatures began forming through cosmic generation processes that would puzzle any medical professional. The most spectacular result was Pegasus, who emerged as a fully grown flying horse equipped with powerful white wings capable of sustained aerial flight. This wasn't a gradual development process. Pegasus achieved immediate flight capability from his first moments of existence. He represented the ancient world's first successful aviation prototype, achieving powered flight thousands of years before humans developed similar technology. But Pegasus wasn't the only creature born from Medusa's blood. His brother Chrysaor also emerged as a giant warrior wielding a golden sword. But he lacked the aviation capabilities that made Pegasus famous throughout Mediterranean mythology. These supernatural brothers shared the same bizarre biological origin story while developing completely different cosmic specialties. Ancient storytellers explained this miraculous birth through Medusa's romantic history with Poseidon, god of the sea and horses. Their divine relationship had been interrupted by Perseus's monster hunting mission, but Medusa's supernatural pregnancy continued even after decapitation. Her blood contained the genetic material needed to produce offspring with both divine and equine characteristics, resulting in the universe's first flying horse prototype. Pegasus immediately demonstrated flight capabilities that surpassed any earthly aviation system. He could achieve supersonic speeds, perform complex aerial maneuvers, and maintain altitude indefinitely without fuel requirements. His organic flight systems operated with efficiency levels that continue to impress modern aeronautical engineers studying mythological aircraft specifications. The winged horse quickly became the preferred transportation method for heroes requiring rapid deployment to monster emergencies. Perseus discovered that Pegasus provided the perfect platform for aerial combat missions involving stone gaze attacks, axe and princess rescue operations. Their partnership proved so effective that ancient audiences began expecting flying horses in all serious heroic adventures. Every August, the night sky stages one of astronomy's most spectacular memorial services honoring Perseus and his heroic adventures. The Perseus meteor shower transforms quiet summer nights into cosmic fireworks, displays that rain celestial tribute to the legendary monster slayer. At peak activity, viewers can witness up to 100 meters per hour. Ancient heroes rarely receive such dramatic annual commemoration from the universe itself. This stellar memorial operates with clockwork precision that would impress any cosmic event planner. From mid-July through late August, Earth's orbital path carries our planet through debris streams. They were left behind by comet Swift-Tuttle during its previous visits through the inner solar system. As our planet plows through this cosmic rubble field, particles enter our atmosphere at speeds topping 130,000 miles per hour. They create the brilliant light streaks we see as shooting stars. The meteor shower appears to radiate from the constellation Perseus. It creates the impression that the hero himself is hurling celestial spears across the summer sky. This radiant effect results from perspective. Just like parallel railroad tracks appear to converge toward a distant point. Parallel meteor trails seem to emerge from Perseus's stellar location when viewed from Earth's surface. Peak viewing occurs around August 12th each year when Earth passes through the densest regions of the comet debris stream. Under dark skies away from city lights, Observers can witness up to 100 meters per hour during maximum activity periods. That's nearly 2 shooting stars every minute during the shower's most spectacular moments. It creates a cosmic light show worthy of Perseus's legendary heroic status. Ancient cultures worldwide recognized these annual meteor displays long before understanding their astronomical origins. Chinese astronomers recorded guest stars falling from Perseus's celestial location over 2,000 years ago. Medieval European observers called them the Tears of St. Lawrence. Peak activity coincided with that saint's feast day on August 10th. The Perseus meteors provide perfect conditions for summer stargazing parties and astronomical education programs. Unlike many celestial events that require telescopes or special equipment, meteor showers reward patient observers. They simply lie back and scan the sky with their naked eyes. The warm August nights create comfortable viewing conditions for families introducing children to astronomical wonders. Modern astronomy reveals the deeper cosmic story behind this annual display. Comet Swift-Tuttle completes one orbit around the Sun every 133 years, leaving fresh debris streams during each passage. These cosmic breadcrumbs continue orbiting the Sun independently, creating a permanent monument to the comet's gravitational influence. Earth encounters this memorial debris field annually as our planet follows its predictable orbital path around our stellar neighborhood. Each August, the night sky demonstrates that ancient heroes can achieve permanent cosmic recognition. It happens through astronomical processes operating across geological time scales. Perseus continues receiving celestial honors thousands of years after his mythological adventures ended. This proves that heroic legends can earn stellar immortality. Every year, our sun embarks on the cosmos's most predictable vacation itinerary. It visits 12 traditional Zodiac destinations in the same order. This celestial package tour follows the zodiacal pathway. It is an exclusive star-studded highway that ancient astronomers mapped with remarkable precision. The cosmic tour guide has been running the same route for 4.6 billion years. It keeps the punctuality of Swiss clockwork. The Sun's cosmic travel schedule operates with impressive reliability. March brings the vernal equinox arrival in the traditional sign of Aries the Ram. It officially launches spring in the northern hemisphere. The solar tourist then proceeds through Taurus the Bull during late April and May. It enjoys the stellar equivalent of countryside pastoral scenery. June welcomes our star into Gemini the Twins. July brings Cancer the Crab when summer reaches its peak intensity. August finds the Sun visiting Leo the Lion. It is the Zodiac's most theatrical constellation, demanding center stage attention during the year's hottest month. September brings arrival in Virgo the Virgin, the Zodiac's largest and most meticulous stellar territory. October delivers Libra the Scales. It is perfectly timed for autumn's balance between summer warmth and winter's approaching chill. The Sun's autumn itinerary continues through Scorpius the Scorpion in November. This visit proves remarkably brief for reasons that would frustrate any modern travel agent. December brings Sagittarius the Archer, pointing toward winter's approaching darkness. January delivers Capricornus the Sea Goat during the year's coldest weeks. February follows with Aquarius the Water Bearer. The cosmic tour concludes each March with Pisces the Fishes. It completes one full circuit around the zodiacal highway before beginning the next annual journey. This stellar travel schedule has operated without delays, cancellations, or route changes for billions of years. It's the universe's most reliable transportation system despite lacking any visible infrastructure or customer service representatives. Ancient cultures worldwide recognize this solar travel pattern independently. They created their own versions of zodiacal tourism guides. Babylonian astronomers developed the original 12-constellation itinerary over 4,000 years ago. Egyptian stargazers adapted this cosmic calendar to track Nile River flooding patterns. Greek astronomers refined the stellar travel routes into the zodiacal system that continues operating today with mechanical precision. Long before smartphones and digital calendars, ancient Babylonian astronomers created humanity's first cosmic scheduling system. They used nothing but careful stellar observations. These cosmic timekeepers developed the zodiacal calendar around 2000 BCE. They established a stellar partnership between astronomy and astrology. This collaboration has survived for over 4,000 years of human civilization. It carries mathematical genius that would impress modern computer programmers. Babylonian stargazers possessed remarkable patience for cosmic data collection. They spent centuries tracking the sun's apparent motion against background star patterns. They meticulously recorded which constellations appeared behind our daytime star throughout each annual cycle. These ancient astronomers couldn't observe the sun and stars simultaneously. They used dawn and dusk observations to map the solar pathway with impressive accuracy. The cosmic breakthrough came when these stellar cartographers realized they could divide the sun's annual journey into 12 equal segments of roughly 30 degrees each. This created the first standardized calendar system. It synchronized human activities with cosmic rhythms. Each zodiacal month corresponded to specific agricultural seasons, religious festivals, and social activities. These remained consistent from year to year. These ancient timekeepers selected constellation patterns that conveniently lay along the sun's apparent pathway through the sky. Not every constellation qualified for zodiacal membership. The stellar candidates needed to intersect the ecliptic, the cosmic highway that marks the sun's annual route. This geometric requirement limited zodiacal membership to just 12 constellations out of the 88 total stellar territories. But the Babylonians accomplished something even more remarkable than stellar calendar creation. They developed mathematical techniques for predicting planetary positions years in advance. They used nothing but observational data and geometric calculations. These cosmic mathematicians could forecast when Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn would visit specific zodiacal constellations months before the actual events occurred. Greek astronomers inherited this Babylonian stellar wisdom around 500 BCE. They refined the zodiacal system into the mathematical framework that continues operating today. They added geometric precision and mythological narratives. This transformed practical astronomical observations into the cultural phenomenon we recognize as astrology. The Greeks essentially created cosmic marketing for Babylonian astronomical discoveries. Earth's rotational axis wobbles like a slowly spinning top over a 26,000-year cycle. It gradually shifts which constellations appear behind the sun during each calendar month. This astronomical phenomenon is called precession. It means that ancient zodiacal calendars have been running about 1 month late for the past 2,000 years. Every horoscope you've ever read is probably describing the wrong constellation entirely. When Babylonian astronomers originally mapped the zodiacal system around 2000 BCE, the spring equinox occurred while the Sun visited Aries the Ram. This cosmic timing made Aries the traditional first zodiacal sign that launched each annual stellar tour. But Earth's wobbling axis has gradually shifted the equinox backward through the constellations. This has played out over the subsequent 4,000 years of human history. Today, the spring equinox actually occurs while the Sun visits Pisces the Fishes, making the ancient Aries-based calendar approximately 1 full month out of sync with current astronomical reality. If you think you're an Aries born in late March, the Sun was actually visiting Pisces during that period. This cosmic displacement affects every zodiacal sign with mathematical precision that would horrify ancient astrologers. The precession cycle operates so slowly that individual human lifetimes can't detect the astronomical drift without precise measurements. Ancient astronomers lacked the technological tools necessary to discover this cosmic wobble. They created zodiacal systems assuming that stellar positions remained fixed forever. They had no way to anticipate that Earth's rotation would gradually make their carefully crafted stellar calendars obsolete. Greek astronomer Hipparchus discovered precession around 150 BCE by comparing his stellar observations with ancient Babylonian records. He noticed that star positions had shifted slightly over the intervening centuries. This revealed Earth's slow axial wobble for the first time in human history. This discovery should have triggered major revisions in astrological practice. Most astrologers chose to ignore the inconvenient astronomical evidence. Modern astrology faces an uncomfortable choice between astronomical accuracy and traditional practice. Sidereal astrologers attempt to correct for precession by adjusting zodiacal calendars to match current star positions. Tropical astrologers ignore precession entirely. They maintain ancient calendar systems despite their obvious astronomical obsolescence. This creates two completely different astrological systems. They often disagree about which constellation influences each birth date. The cosmic irony is perfect. Ancient astronomers created zodiacal systems based on careful stellar observations and mathematical precision. Modern astrology often abandons both astronomical accuracy and mathematical consistency. It favors traditional practices that ignore 2,000 years of cosmic motion. Earth's wobbling axis transformed astrology from applied astronomy into cultural mythology. The Sun operates the universe's most biased travel itinerary. It spends vastly different amounts of time visiting each zodiacal destination. This cosmic vacation scheduler apparently never heard of fair time distribution. It created a stellar system where some constellations receive royal treatment while others barely get courtesy visits. The favoritism would violate any earthly tourism equality standards. Virgo the Virgin enjoys the zodiacal equivalent of a luxury extended vacation. It hosts the Sun for a leisurely 45 days from late August through early October. This makes Virgo the Zodiac's ultimate VIP constellation. It receives nearly 6.5 weeks of solar attention during the year's most pleasant weather. People born during this extended period get maximum zodiacal representation. That would make other signs jealous. Meanwhile, poor Scorpius the Scorpion receives the zodiac's most insulting treatment. The Sun races through its territory in just 6 days during late November. That's barely long enough for a cosmic weekend getaway. This abbreviated visit makes Scorpius births remarkably rare compared to other zodiacal signs. It creates an astronomical minority group that represents less than 2% of the population. The mathematical disparity becomes even more pronounced when you calculate the actual time ratios. Virgo receives 7.5 times more solar attention than Scorpius, despite both constellations holding equal zodiacal status in astrological traditions. That's like giving one hotel guest a month-long presidential suite. Then you force another guest to sleep in the parking lot for a single night. This unequal treatment results from the varying sizes of zodiacal constellations along the Sun's annual pathway. Ancient astronomers divided the zodiac into 12 equal time periods of roughly 30 days each. But the actual stellar territories don't conform to these artificial calendar boundaries. Some constellations sprawl across vast regions of the ecliptic, while others occupy narrow cosmic corridors. Libra, the scales, receives exactly 23 days of solar visitation, placing it near the mathematical average for zodiacal tourism. Cancer, the crab, enjoys 21 days of summer solstice attention. Gemini, the twins, host the sun for 32 days during late spring weather. Each constellation's solar vacation length depends entirely on its territorial width along the ecliptic pathway. It does not depend on any astrological significance. The cosmic unfairness extends beyond just time distribution. Constellations visited during pleasant weather months naturally receive more human attention. Those hosting the sun during harsh winter conditions often get ignored. Virgo and Leo enjoy peak stargazing season, when people actually want to spend time outdoors. Capricornus and Aquarius get stuck with frigid January and February. Most potential observers prefer staying indoors near heating systems. The zodiac harbors a dirty secret that astrologers have been trying to suppress for thousands of years. There's actually a 13th constellation that the sun visits during its annual journey. But this stellar territory never received an invitation to join the zodiacal club. Meet Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, the zodiac's most prominent outcast. He has been standing outside the astrological party for over 2,000 years. He meets all the astronomical qualifications for membership. Every November, the sun spends 18 days traveling through Ophiuchus territory between its brief visits to Scorpius and Sagittarius. That's 3 times longer than the royal treatment Scorpius receives. Yet Ophiuchus remains completely absent from every horoscope, birth chart, and astrological calendar ever created. This cosmic discrimination represents the zodiac's most glaring example of astronomical apartheid. Ophiuchus actually occupies more zodiacal real estate than several officially recognized constellations. Its solar visitation lasts 18 days. That exceeds the time the sun spends in Scorpius, Aries, Gemini, and Cancer. By any mathematical standard, Ophiuchus deserves zodiacal membership more than half the constellations currently enjoying astrological recognition. Yet traditional astrology maintains a strict 12-sign system. It refuses to acknowledge this stellar territory's existence. The historical exclusion stems from ancient Babylonian mathematical preferences rather than astronomical accuracy. Those original zodiacal architects wanted exactly 12 divisions. This matched their 12-month calendar system and their base 12-number system that governed Mesopotamian mathematics. Adding a 13th constellation would have disrupted their cosmic accounting system, so they simply pretended Ophiuchus didn't exist along the sun's pathway. This creates hilarious complications for anyone born between November 29th and December 17th. Traditional astrology insists these people are Sagittarians, but astronomical reality places the sun firmly within Ophiuchus during their birth dates. They're living their entire lives with the wrong zodiacal identity because ancient mathematicians preferred numerical convenience over stellar accuracy. Modern astronomy recognizes Ophiuchus as a legitimate zodiacal constellation that intersects the ecliptic, just like its 12 officially recognized neighbors. The International Astronomical Union acknowledges all 13 constellations that the Sun visits during its annual journey. This makes astrology's 12-sign system astronomically obsolete by modern scientific standards. The Serpent-bearer's exclusion represents astrology's fundamental problem with astronomical accuracy. When ancient observations conflict with current reality, most astrological traditions choose historical consistency. They reject scientific precision. Ophiuchus remains the zodiac's most famous example of how cultural preferences can override mathematical evidence for thousands of years. Some progressive astrologers have attempted to incorporate Ophiuchus into modern zodiacal systems. They created 13-sign astrology that acknowledges astronomical reality. But traditional astrology resists these reforms. It prefers familiar 12-sign systems that ignore the cosmic elephant in the zodiacal room. He's been waiting for his party invitation for over 2 millennia. Zeus possessed the worst reputation for marital fidelity in all of Olympic mythology. Yet somehow he managed to commemorate his extramarital adventures permanently in the night sky. The king of gods transformed this stellar evidence collection into the ultimate cosmic trophy room. It celebrates every successful romantic deception. His eternally jealous wife Hera couldn't erase them, no matter how hard she tried. The swan transformation remains Zeus's most audacious shape-shifting seduction strategy. It is forever immortalized as Cygnus flying across the summer sky. When Zeus spotted beautiful Queen Leda bathing by a river, he abandoned his usual direct approach. He favored avian subterfuge. His white swan disguise proved so convincing that Leda welcomed the elegant bird's company. She did not suspect divine deception until it was far too late. Zeus's bull transformation created equally impressive romantic results during his pursuit of Europa. She was a Phoenician princess whose beauty attracted unwanted divine attention. The god manifested as a magnificent white bull. He was so gentle and beautiful that Europa climbed onto his back. She assumed it would be a pleasant countryside ride. Zeus immediately galloped into the sea and swam to Crete. He executed history's most elaborate kidnapping scheme, disguised as a scenic tour. The eagle transformation showcased Zeus's preference for aerial abduction techniques when pursuing Ganymede. He was the most handsome mortal youth in the ancient world. This divine predator swooped down from Mount Olympus. It carried off the beautiful shepherd to serve as Olympic cup-bearer. Ancient artists depicted this cosmic kidnapping as a romantic adventure. They did not acknowledge its obviously criminal nature. But Zeus's stellar evidence room extends beyond just his 3 most famous transformation adventures. Throughout the night sky, dozens of constellations commemorate divine romantic escapades. They would embarrass any modern marriage counselor. Each stellar pattern represents another successful divine seduction. Hera discovered it too late to prevent it. Yet she couldn't remove it from the cosmic record. The astronomical irony is perfect. Zeus could transform himself into any creature to pursue mortal beauties. Yet he apparently couldn't disguise his stellar trophy collection from his wife's eventual discovery. Hera knew about every constellation in the night sky. She understood exactly which romantic adventures they commemorated, yet she remained powerless to delete this cosmic evidence of her husband's chronic infidelity. Heracles earned his stellar immortality through the ancient world's most challenging performance review process. He completed 12 impossible tasks that would challenge any modern superhero. He also faced a cosmic stepmother who actively sabotaged his career advancement. This divine employment evaluation lasted several years. It required monster fighting skills that exceeded any earthly job description. The hero's troubles began with Hera's professional jealousy over his illegitimate birth status. He was another product of Zeus's extramarital activities. This divine stepmother decided that Heracles needed permanent career counseling. It involved life-threatening challenges designed to eliminate him through workplace accidents. She convinced King Eurystheus to assign 12 labors. They combined extreme danger with impossible completion deadlines. The Nemean lion represented Heracles' first major monster encounter. It was the start of a cosmic career spanning multiple constellations. This invulnerable beast terrorized the countryside with claws that could cut through any armor. It also had hide that deflected every weapon. Heracles discovered that conventional monster fighting techniques proved useless against supernatural opponents. He was forced to develop creative combat strategies. They involved strangling lions with his bare hands. Leo the lion now occupies prominent summer sky territory. It commemorates Heracles' first successful monster elimination project. Ancient astronomers positioned this stellar beast in the zodiacal pathway. It commands maximum visibility during the year's hottest months. This ensures that the hero's initial triumph receives appropriate cosmic recognition. It honors defeating seemingly impossible opponents. The Hydra assignment escalated Heracles' monster fighting challenges to nightmare difficulty levels. It involved regenerating heads and poisonous breath attacks. This swamp-dwelling serpent grew 2 new heads for every one that Heracles severed. It created an exponential monster multiplication problem. The challenge required advanced tactical planning and flamethrower applications. It would impress modern military forces. Cancer the crab earned its stellar position through the ultimate example of poor workplace timing. It attacked Heracles during his Hydra combat mission. Hera dispatched this crustacean reinforcement to distract the hero. It came at the worst possible moment. But Heracles simply stepped on it. He did not break concentration from his primary monster-fighting objective. The crab received Constellation status for participating in divine workplace harassment. It achieved 0 tactical effectiveness. Heracles eventually completed all 12 assigned labors. He also finished several bonus monster encounters that weren't included in the original job description. His stellar promotion to Hercules' Constellation status represents the ancient world's most extreme example of earning cosmic recognition. He succeeded by navigating an actively hostile work environment. He maintained professional monster elimination standards. Ancient wedding gift-giving reached its cosmic peak when Dionysus presented his bride Ariadne with a crown. It was so beautiful the gods decided it deserved permanent stellar commemoration. This divine wedding jewelry became Corona Borealis. It is the northern crown. It created the night sky's most elegant romantic monument. It continues sparkling every clear evening thousands of years after the original ceremony. The love story behind this stellar jewelry began with one of mythology's most complicated romantic situations. It involved divine intervention, abandoned princesses, and therapeutic rebound relationships. Ariadne had just been abandoned on the island of Naxos by the ungrateful hero Theseus. She'd helped him escape the labyrinth after he killed the Minotaur. That made this ultimate romantic betrayal even more painful. Dionysus discovered the heartbroken princess during one of his cosmic travels. He immediately fell in love with both her beauty and her tragic circumstances. The god of wine possessed extensive experience with emotional pain management. He recognized that Ariadne needed divine-level romantic therapy. He decided that spectacular jewelry might provide appropriate healing assistance for her abandonment trauma. The crown creation required divine craftsmanship that exceeded any earthly jewelry-making techniques. Dionysus commissioned Hephaestus, god of metalworking, to create a circular crown. It used precious metals and cosmic gemstones. It would sparkle with supernatural brilliance. This divine wedding tiara contained 7 prominent stars. They were arranged in a perfect semicircular pattern that resembled a cosmic smile blessing their marriage. When Ariadne died many years later, Dionysus threw her wedding crown into the sky. It became the constellation Corona Borealis. This ensured that their love story would receive eternal cosmic commemoration. The stellar crown occupies a prominent position between Hercules and Bootes. It is easily visible during summer evenings. Romantic stargazing reaches peak seasonal activity then. Ancient cultures worldwide recognized this distinctive stellar pattern independently, though not all connected it to wedding jewelry themes. Arab astronomers called it the bowl of the poor due to its curved shape. Medieval European observers knew it as the crown of the north or Ariadne's crown. They maintained the romantic interpretation that linked these stars to divine love stories. The northern crown demonstrates that ancient gods understood the importance of romantic gestures. They would impress modern jewelry marketing campaigns. Dionysus's wedding gift achieved permanent advertising value through stellar placement. It continues promoting divine romance to earthly observers every summer night. No earthly jewelry store has ever created wedding gifts with comparable cosmic longevity. None have comparable stellar visibility. Virgo the Virgin represents the night sky's most complex example of divine career counseling. It commemorates a goddess who tried to reform humanity's moral behavior, but she eventually abandoned Earth in disgust. This stellar justice system operates as a permanent reminder. It shows what happens when cosmic law enforcement discovers that mortals prefer chaos over righteousness. The goddess Astraea served as Earth's original divine justice administrator during the mythological Golden Age. Humans lived in harmony with natural laws. The goddess Astraea served as Earth's original divine justice administrator during the mythological Golden Age. She carried scales for weighing moral decisions and a sword for enforcing divine justice. That made her the ancient world's first supernatural law enforcement officer. Her job description included monitoring human behavior. It also included providing guidance for ethical decision-making across all mortal communities. During humanity's Golden Age, Astraea enjoyed excellent working conditions. Cooperative citizens followed divine law voluntarily. Humans lived without greed, violence, or deception. They respected natural boundaries. They treated each other with cosmic-level kindness. Astrea's justice administration operated smoothly when mortals actually wanted to maintain ethical standards. It did not require supernatural enforcement. But human civilization gradually deteriorated through subsequent ages of silver, bronze, and iron. People developed increasingly sophisticated techniques for moral corruption. Citizens began ignoring divine law in favor of personal advantage. Violence replaced negotiation. Greed overcame generosity. Deception became standard operating procedure for human interactions. That transformed Astrea's job from guidance counseling into full-time crime scene investigation. The goddess eventually reached her breaking point. Human behavior became so thoroughly corrupted that justice administration proved impossible. Rather than continuing to waste divine energy on incorrigible mortals, Astrea decided to resign from her earthly position. She relocated to a cosmic jurisdiction. Her law enforcement skills might prove more effective there than they had on increasingly lawless Earth. Zeus honored Astrea's faithful service by promoting her to stellar status as Virgo Constellation. She continues monitoring human behavior from a safe celestial distance. She retains her scales of justice as the nearby constellation Libra. This ensures that cosmic law enforcement remains available. It is there for any future moral emergencies that might require divine intervention. The largest zodiacal constellation now serves as a permanent reminder. Divine patience with human corruption has definite limits. Astrea's stellar relocation proves that even gods eventually give up on rehabilitation programs. That happens when reform efforts consistently fail to produce lasting behavioral improvements. Her cosmic justice system operates as celestial evidence that virtue once existed on Earth. It might return if humans ever decide to request her professional services again. Apollo's gift of the celestial lyre commemorates the most heartbreaking love story in all of mythology. It involves a musician so talented he could make rocks weep. Yet he couldn't convince death to return his beloved wife. Orpheus possessed supernatural musical abilities that moved mountains, tamed wild beasts, and stopped rivers in their tracks. But these cosmic powers proved useless against the ultimate relationship obstacle. It challenges every mortal couple. Orpheus received his magical lyre directly from Apollo, god of music. He recognized this mortal student possessed musical talent worthy of divine instrumentation. The lyre contained 7 strings that corresponded to the 7 classical planets. This allowed Orpheus to create melodies that harmonized with cosmic movements. His concerts could literally move the earth. His music aligned with celestial mechanics on a fundamental level. The tragic love story began when Orpheus married Eurydice. She was a beautiful tree nymph whose dancing abilities matched his musical talents perfectly. Their wedding celebration created such harmonious entertainment that gods and mortals traveled from distant lands. They came to witness this ultimate artistic power couple. Ancient audiences assumed their combined talents would produce legendary romantic adventures. They would be worthy of permanent mythological commemoration. But their happiness ended abruptly when Eurydice stepped on a venomous snake during a countryside walk. She died from its bite before Orpheus could deploy his healing musical abilities. This random accident created the ancient world's most devastating example. Talented people lost everything through uncontrollable circumstances. No amount of artistic skill could prevent or repair such devastating losses. That was true regardless of how powerful the musician's supernatural abilities might be. Orpheus decided to attempt mythology's most audacious rescue mission. He traveled to the underworld armed only with his lyre and determination. He planned to negotiate with death himself. His music proved so moving that it convinced Hades and Persephone to release Eurydice. But they attached one impossible condition. Orpheus couldn't look back at his wife during their journey to the surface. The mission failed at the last moment when Orpheus glanced backward. He wanted to confirm that Eurydice was still following him. That caused her to vanish forever into the depths of the underworld. This ultimate romantic tragedy proved that even supernatural musical talent couldn't overcome basic human psychology. It happened under extreme emotional stress. Love and doubt proved stronger than divine artistic gifts. They were tested under impossible circumstances. Apollo immortalized the tragic lyre among the stars as Lyra Constellation. It ensured that Orpheus's musical legacy would continue inspiring earthly musicians. That remained true despite his failure to resurrect true love through artistic excellence. The stellar lyre reminds every observer that music can move the cosmos, but it cannot defeat mortality's final authority over human relationships. Even the most beautiful songs cannot bring back what death has claimed. That is true regardless of how perfectly they harmonize with the movements of the stars themselves. European explorers who ventured south of the equator during the Age of Exploration discovered something more valuable than gold, spices, or new trade routes. They found an entirely new hemisphere of night sky, real estate that ancient Mediterranean astronomers had never seen. These cosmic pioneers gazed up at stellar territories that lacked names, myths, or navigational charts. It was the ultimate astronomical frontier that required immediate celestial colonization. The Southern Cross became the crown jewel of this stellar real estate boom. Portuguese navigators first spotted this compact constellation during their African coastal expeditions in the early 1500s. This tiny stellar territory occupies just 68 square degrees of sky, smaller than any other constellation in the heavens. Yet it contains 4 brilliant stars in a perfect geometric formation. It immediately commanded attention from every explorer who witnessed its cosmic beauty. Dutch navigator Petrus Plancius revolutionized southern sky cartography during the late 1590s. He created the first comprehensive star maps of previously unnamed southern constellations. Working with observations collected by Dutch explorers, Plancius established stellar boundaries for 12 new constellations. These cosmic territories had been waiting millions of years for their first human names and mythological stories. These cosmic cartographers faced unique challenges that ancient astronomers had never encountered. Northern Hemisphere stargazers inherited thousands of years of mythological traditions from Greek, Roman, and Arabic cultures. Southern sky explorers confronted completely blank stellar canvases. They needed to invent names, stories, and navigational systems for cosmic territories that possessed no previous human cultural connections. Centaurus the Centaur became one of the southern sky's most impressive stellar discoveries. It sprawls across 1,060 square degrees of cosmic territory. It contains some of the brightest stars visible from Earth's southern hemisphere. This massive constellation houses Alpha Centauri, the closest star system to our solar system at just 4.37 light-years away. It's the most important stellar landmark for any future interstellar exploration missions that humanity might attempt. The Southern Hemisphere's stellar gold rush created fascinating cultural dynamics between European exploration and astronomical discovery. Ships' captains and navigators found themselves serving double duty as both maritime explorers and cosmic cartographers. They mapped both earthly coastlines and celestial territories during the same voyages. Their navigation journals contain descriptions of new islands alongside sketches of previously unknown star patterns. The 17th and 18th centuries witnessed a revolutionary transformation in constellation naming philosophy. Practical-minded astronomers decided that ancient gods and mythological creatures were completely inadequate for representing the age of scientific enlightenment. These cosmic modernists abandoned thousands of years of mythological tradition in favor of technical equipment names. They wanted stellar maps to reflect humanity's growing fascination with precision instruments and experimental methodology rather than ancient superstitions. French astronomer Nicolas Louis de Lacaille led this scientific naming revolution. He mapped the southern sky from South Africa between 1751 and 1752. Rather than creating new mythological stories to match ancient northern traditions, Lacaille chose constellation names that honored the scientific instruments revolutionizing 18th century research. Microscopium, the microscope; telescopium, the telescope; and horologium, the clock, became permanent stellar monuments to human technological achievement. The compass constellation family represents Lacaille's most elaborate tribute to maritime navigation technology. He divided nautical compass equipment into multiple stellar territories. They include Pyxis, the magnetic compass; Volans, the flying fish; and Vela, the sails. This cosmic navigation kit provided Southern Hemisphere sailors with stellar reminders of the instruments that enabled their oceanic exploration success. Lacaille's scientific naming philosophy extended beyond simple equipment identification to include entire laboratory setups commemorated in stellar arrangements. Fornax, the furnace, honors the chemical heating apparatus essential for metallurgy and alchemical research. Antlia, the air pump, celebrates pneumatic experiments that advanced understanding of atmospheric pressure. Sculptor, the sculptor's workshop, represents artistic precision tools that supported scientific illustration. This practical naming approach created fascinating cultural tensions between ancient astronomical traditions and modern scientific values. Northern Hemisphere constellations retained their classical mythological identities featuring gods, heroes, and legendary creatures. Meanwhile, Southern Hemisphere territories adopted corporate-sponsored naming patterns that resembled modern science museum exhibits rather than ancient storytelling traditions. The scientific instrument Constellation Project reflected broader cultural shifts occurring during the Enlightenment period. Empirical observation began replacing mythological explanation as the preferred method for understanding natural phenomena. Astronomers wanted their stellar maps to reflect scientific progress rather than ancient superstitions about divine beings controlling cosmic events. But these practical naming choices created unexpected consequences for modern stargazing experiences. Constellation names like the microscope and the air pump lack the romantic appeal that makes ancient mythologies memorable for casual sky observers. Scientific accuracy improved, but poetic inspiration suffered when technical equipment replaced legendary stories as stellar identification systems. The night sky underwent its most dramatic conceptual transformation since ancient mythology. The Hubble Space Telescope and other advanced observatories began discovering planets orbiting distant stars throughout familiar constellation territories. These cosmic neighborhoods that humans had inhabited for thousands of years through Starling suddenly became actual galactic suburbs. They contain over 5,000 confirmed planetary residents that might harbor their own civilizations. Every constellation now operates as confirmed galactic real estate containing multiple planetary systems scattered across light years of three-dimensional space. Orion the Hunter no longer represents just a mythological figure. It houses dozens of confirmed exoplanets orbiting stars within the Hunter's stellar boundaries. Some of these alien worlds might contain atmospheres, oceans, and possibly life forms that have been developing independently for billions of years. The search for potentially habitable worlds has transformed ancient constellation viewing into modern astrobiological speculation. When you look up at Lyra the Harp, you see brilliant Vega. You are observing a stellar neighborhood that hosts confirmed planetary systems just 25 light-years from Earth. Advanced telescopes have detected rocky worlds orbiting within habitable zones where liquid water could exist on planetary surfaces. Kepler Space Telescope revolutionized our understanding of planetary abundance. It showed that virtually every star visible in the night sky hosts at least one planetary companion. The cosmic loneliness that ancient humans felt while gazing at apparently empty stellar voids has been replaced by new knowledge. We're observing a galaxy teeming with planetary neighbors. Some of these neighboring worlds might be gazing back toward our solar system through their own astronomical instruments. The TRAPPIST-1 system in Aquarius the Water Bearer contains 7 Earth-sized planets. 3 of them orbit within the habitable zone, where temperatures could support liquid water oceans. This planetary collection sits just 40 light-years away, making it close enough that advanced civilizations could potentially exchange radio communications across interstellar distances. They could use current human technology levels to maintain conversations across the cosmic void. Each message would require 40 years to travel between star systems. The James Webb Space Telescope has begun analyzing atmospheric compositions of exoplanets. It analyzes exoplanets orbiting stars within familiar constellation boundaries. It searches for biosignature gases that might indicate active biological processes. These observations transform ancient star patterns into potential communication targets where we might detect evidence of atmospheric pollution, industrial activity, or deliberately transmitted signals. We might discover technological civilizations that have spent millions of years developing their own mythology, art, and scientific achievements completely independently from human civilization. The philosophical implications create cognitive dissonance between ancient stargazing traditions and modern astrobiological possibilities. Constellation stories that ancient cultures created to explain stellar arrangements now compete with scientific speculation about alien worlds that might contain their own mythology. These extraterrestrial civilizations might have spent eons creating their own constellation stories about the cosmic region containing our Earth. They could develop completely different cultural interpretations of the same stellar patterns. This exoplanet revolution means that every constellation viewing session now involves both ancient cultural appreciation and modern scientific wonder about potential cosmic neighbors. The same stellar patterns that guided ancient navigation and inspired mythological storytelling might also contain intelligent observers. They might have developed their own astronomical traditions. We may never know their alien constellation stories unless we establish interstellar communication protocols.